Good evening. It's wonderful, isn't it? Al Gore must be very, very happy man. He must be the happiest man in the world, causing so many people to suffer unhappiness and lack of hope for the future and despair, and causing all those children to imagine there's some sort of climate crisis. That must make him the happiest man in the world and gets revenge on everyone because he didn't become president. And because he didn't become president, he needs something to do to get his revenge on the world. Stir them up about something you can't do anything about. And if he wants to ban fossil fuels and all that, Pakistan is advertising now to get some mining company to exploit the 100 billion tons of coal it's found in Pakistan so it can help enrich its own people because the Muslims themselves put it all down on God. Al Gore can put it down to man, and all of the people on earth can put it down to man, but people put it down to God because, well, if God made man, well, then man made it's part of God's creation in that way, or part of nature's creation in a way. And you can't stop man being man, trying to keep his woman warm at night by going and creating things, and women doing things for themselves to have a better life. All that add to the warmth of the world, doesn't it? All that want and need and growth. Anyway, I was going to say about Donald Trump. Right, Donald Trump, yeah. Now, the left are Donald Trump's best asset. It's why? What the left has been trying ever since they lost the unlosable election, as they keep losing the unlosable election. And because they keep losing the unlosable elections, it's because they jeer themselves up, and because they're only talking what I call echo chambers of sycophantic ignorance, where they all agree with each other, no one can disagree with anyone. You get 100,000 lefty people together, and all would agree, like all say exactly the same thing about a myriad of different things. All would say and repeat whatever Al Gore or some leader of this pack mentality will tell them to say. Well, say this or say that, whatever it is they will say, they will all agree with it, all together. And because of that, that is the only voice they can hear in their head. And so everything with them is an absolute certainty, including Donald Trump shouldn't have won the election against a wonderful, amazingly beautiful gift from God, Hillary Clinton, and her wonderful, amazing husband. I mean, that's what America really missed out on not getting Bill Clinton wandering around the White House again. It must really miss that. Would have made some wonderful television. Not what Hillary was doing as president, what her husband was doing behind the back in the White House. But anyway, why is the left Donald Trump's greatest asset? I shouldn't say this, of course, because mostly I think the left is a pack of, well, I don't want to say too much because they get all upset if you tell the truth about them. Spreading pessimism into children, spreading division in the world, not unable or finding it impossible to cooperate on so many different levels. Now, yeah, they're sort of gone a bit deranged, really, isn't it? Where you won't cooperate towards goals, but you demand everyone do what you want. And that's what they're doing. They're demanding Donald Trump resign. Get out. We don't want you. You're not our man. We're upsetting everyone because we didn't get all our own way after we promised ourselves we would. But the thing is, irony, sarcasm, and satire aside, is that by attacking him, perpetually attacking Donald Trump like they are, and he's just doing the best he can in such a position as president. No matter what you are as president, you've got decisions to make and all that. You know, You've got to think, how do you do the best for your country with what you have and how your country already is? Donald Trump did not design America, did not create America before he arrived. He did not suddenly say, boom, here's Donald Trump, that's America, he caused it all. He caused global warming, and now called people, Donald Trump's causing global warming. I mean, are they insane to suggest one man is out of billions and billions? It's as if Donald Trump created the industrial age and all the furnaces in England and America and Europe that created the blackening of the skies. Donald Trump is responsible for that, according to the left. He did all that. Responsible for the great industrial bloom of carbon pollution. That's Donald Trump's fault. He's just a byproduct, everyone else, and all of that. But never mind. I mean, we won't go common sense to anyone anymore. The left doesn't like common sense. But by picking and by attacking this man, constantly attacking him and deriding him personally, all the time, non-stop, like they're gone mad about it. Instead of coming up with policies, economic policies, instead of the left coming up with spending all the time they have in opposition, as they do everywhere, they don't spend any time in opposition coming up with a brilliant evolutionary economic plan what brings everyone on their side, because democracy is about the majority and not the minority. Bring everyone over. It's supposed to win. It's about being popular with ideas that win people's mind over a period of time. In opposition, you've got a few years to say, here's my ideas, get used to them, and by the time the election comes up, then people have got your ideas and vote for you, instead of waiting till the election comes up and saying, vote for me because I'm better looking than him, or vote for me because some nefarious claim that can't be proven, actually scientifically can't be proven, one way or the other. And then this is the thing. See, the opposition doesn't have any plans for the economy, so it uses Donald Trump as a diversion, and it uses climate change also as a diversion, and links Donald Trump with climate change and such things, and so look at this man, he's a diversion, he's causing climate change as well, and he's a friend of Putin's. As if there's something wrong with being a friend of Putin. I mean, I would like to be a friend of Putin if he looks like a decent bloke to have a vodka with, for crying out loud. Because what's wrong with America's being a friend with Russia? How evil is that? Fancy what an evil man being a friend with someone. Let's have diversity, but not be friends with Russia. Let's have diversity, but nobody can't have them as friends. Bit odd that, bit hypocritical if you ask me. But there you go. Donald Trump is now a victim of the left, and because he's a victim, people have sympathy for victims. The left is all about victims. Oh, look at those victims there, and victims there, and victims there, victims minority. You can't get much more of a minority than Donald Trump. There's only one of him. So everyone's picking on the one guy. It looks like they're bullying him. They're all bullying Donald Trump, screaming and carrying on about him. That's making him a victim. That creates compassion for him. That must be 10% more votes just because people feel sorry for him, because everyone's picking on him. And besides, the more attention you draw to yourself for being a mean-mouthed, picky, nitpicking bunch of no-opers with nothing to offer but division, personal attacks on individuals, destroying the nation's borders, destroying economies for climate change, diverting children away from what they ought to be learning, our basic moral principles of how to behave. Instead of doing any of that, anything like decent things for kids, no, we'll all blame Donald Trump for all our woes, as if he's a problem. He's caused all those kids to kind of be homeless, or everyone to be homeless, or he's caused all the sort of women to have children out of wedlock and all that, as if is he the cause of all America's problems? Donald Trump. He hasn't caused it himself. No, it's all Donald Trump. And the left have no answers to anything at all. It's all about causing trouble in the world wherever they go, because their socialist days are over. It doesn't work anymore because they're destroying the means of productivity with a climate change ideology, pushing up the price of fuel, not being able to run industry anyway. It's all being exported to China, and because of that, if you destroy the means of productivity, how can you distribute the means of productivity? You can't. So the idea of socialists pretending that the left are socialism is actually a lot of rubbish. They're in it with the right anyway, but that's beside the point. That's another story, but they are making Donald Trump a victim, and that will give him more build-up. Before he goes to the polls, people start feeling sorry for him, and that'll give him a big boost in the polls, and more than likely are making certain that he'll win the election because of the left are starting to look like a pack of whinging, whining, moaning, carrying on with nothing else but what to say after like half the media. Oh, don't think about Donald. Look, he's there. He's got a wife. Look, she's got a cute wife. Oh, wow. The man's got a cute wife. He's 70 years old, got a cute wife. Let's hold that against him, mate. Let's hold a man against a man for having a cute wife for his 70. Like you and Playboy. Oh, let's hold it against him because he got those young girlfriends. The American dream is what? To grow old, get rich, and have a young wife. Surely that's as good American dream as any. Anyway, that's my take on why Donald Trump is a certainty to win the next American election. Good on Donald. Good on you. Provided some amusement anyway, mate. Bye. If you want to have a drink with Putin, and mention me next time you meet him and have a drink, say, look, that bloke said this. Okay? Good on you, Donald. Hey, good on you.